Every other episode in this series isolated one piece: the candle, the rejection, the BOS, the confluence. This episode doesn't isolate anything. We're going to take two real charts and walk all the way down, daily to 5-minute, using everything from this series at once. One of these setups gets traded, one doesn't. By the end, you'll see exactly how all 4 episodes work together as a single decision-making process.
60-second recap. Episode 1, read the candle. Body versus wick, displacement. Episode 2, the rejection. How that shows up at an order block, FVG, or breaker. Episode 3, the drop. Confirming the zone with an LTF BOS, separate from the entry. Episode 4, stacking those signals and knowing when fewer is still enough. Today, all 4 of those become one process.
Case Study 1. On the daily, structure is clearly bullish. Higher highs, higher lows, no chotch in sight. On the 4H, we've got a clean, untested order block sitting in a discount zone. Dropping to the 1H, price is approaching that zone with momentum easing off. Nothing forced yet. On the 15M, exactly what we covered in episode 2. A pin bar rejection, body closing back outside the zone. And on the 5M, an LTF BOS in the bullish direction. Episode 3's confirmation, right on schedule. Every layer agrees with the one above it.
Running this through the traffic light system, HTF bias aligned, green. Liquidity swept before the move, green. Zone quality, clean order block, green. OTE, the rejection happened right in that 62 to 79% band, green. And PA confirmation, our 15M and 5M signals, green. 5 out of 5. And the psychology note that goes with a 5 out of 5 score, full alignment achieved. Execute the plan. Trust the process. Stay in the zone. Case Study 2. Daily bias? Bullish. Same as before. 4H? Another clean order block. Discount zone. Looks great. 1H? Price approaching with momentum. 15M, we even get a pin bar rejection right in the OTE band. Episode 2 signal is there. 4 layers in, this looks like it's heading for another 5 out of 5. But on the 5M, we drop down and there's no BOS. Price taps the zone, rejects, and then just sits there. Small, indecisive candles. No structural break in our favor, in either direction. Running this one through the traffic light system. HTF bias, green. Liquidity, green. Zone quality, green. OTE, green. PA confirmation, amber, because that 5M BOS hasn't shown up. 4 out of 5. And the psychology note for a 4 out of 5 score? Conditions are building. Stay patient. Let price come to you. Don't force it. This isn't a setup that failed. It's a setup that's one piece away, and not yet is a completely valid place to be. That's the full chain. Read the candle, recognize the rejection, confirm with a BOS, understand how those signals stack, and now run all of it top down on a real chart with a clear score and a clear verdict at the end. 2 setups, 2 different outcomes, and both handled correctly. That's what fusion actually means. Not more indicators, but every layer of analysis agreeing, or honestly telling you when they don't yet. That's the Fusion series, complete. 5 episodes, 1 process, from a single candle all the way to a full top-down decision. From here, this channel moves into weekly chart reviews, and they'll look exactly like what you just watched in this episode. Real charts, the full framework, an honest score, and a clear verdict. If everything in this series made sense, you're ready for those. Thank you for following this series from episode 1 to here. As always, stay in the zone.